Hi there guys, FutureVapers here. Thanks for watching. Today we're going to be having a look at ultrasonic cleaners or ultrasonic baths. As you can see, we've got two here. A more expensive ultrasonic cleaner here, a larger 1.3 litre version, and a little small diddy cheap one here, and we'll do a little comparison, compare the two, see how well each of them clean. I've got a lot of dirty tanks and things here that need cleaning, drippers, tanks, mods. I've also got some jewellery here. I've taken my wife's gold necklace and got a couple of sovereigns and a silver chain. I'll be putting them in these and running them for 10 minutes and seeing how this performs and how this little one here performs, and seeing how good they are at cleaning, tanks and jewellery, and if that one really is that much better than that one. And also I'll be using this to steep my e-juices, because I am going to start doing some DIY e-juice, because as 2016 approaches and the Tobacco Products Directive from the EU, and they're going to start taxing everything, it's going to get more and more expensive to buy e-juice and vape. So I think stocking up on PG, VG, nicotine base and flavourings so you can make your own, it will be the way to go. And with one of these you can cut down the time it takes to steep from a week to 2 hours. You put your juice in here for 2 hours, it steeps the same as it would being left for a full week. So in effect you can get the full 2-week steep what a juice would expect done in a day on one of these. I don't think you could in that one, that was a little too small, but you could clean your tank in there. You could put a tank or two, a dripper or two in there, and see how it cleans. But we'll have a look. This one here, the little one, I'll just open it for you. Now if you can see that there, a little focusing. Cordless sonic cleaner. It just takes 2 AA batteries. And it just takes 2 AA batteries. It doesn't have a timer or anything like that. It just is like that there in 2 pieces. The lid and the trough. And you put water and your implements in there, and then close it. You have 2 AA batteries in the back there, and you turn it on and you leave it, and it cleans your tanks or your jewellery or whatever you choose to put in there. That was £3.45, I do believe, was that? £3.45. And we'll see how well that performs shortly. This one here is a different matter. This one costs £49.99, £50. I'll put a link for both of these down below. This holds, it says it holds 1.3 litres of water, but they always hold less. They even say that. I don't know why. They say 1.3 litre, but it will hold less than it says. so why not say how much it will hold? But yeah, 1.3 litres. As you can see here on the front, it has a heater. Where are we? Yeah, a heater here. You turn the temperature up or down, and your ultrasonic here, your timer there. You can have a timer running from 1 to 99 minutes, and it goes up to 80 degrees centigrade. It has a 100 watt heater to get it up to 80 degrees centigrade, or anywhere between 0 and 80 degrees centigrade, and it has a 50 hertz sonic machine that makes it vibrate. Comes with a nice lid like you see in a bain-marie on a serving thing. It has a basket, and there is where you put your implements, your e-juice. As you can see, the bath only takes up that much, so all this is gubbins to make it work, and yet that one's a sonic cleaner. That's it. Comes with a nice basket. It's about 7 centimeters, is that there, so you can get like 2 bottles, 2 30ml bottles of e-juice laid down in that basket in there, covered up and closed. You can get 2 30ml bottles of e-juice, run them for 60 minutes and then run them for another 60 minutes, let them cool down to room temperature, and then run them again for another 2 hours, and that's equivalent to a 2-week steep. And some juices do need steeping, even ones that you haven't made yourself. I recently bought a bottle of juice called The Milk by Telios, and it tasted like perfume. I vaped it, I tried it on a dripper first, and it tasted like perfume. Oh, it was not nice. I had to leave it for 10 days, and then it started to mature, and it still hasn't fully vaped. I'm actually going to put it in this machine. I only bought it 10 days ago, but it is getting there now. So it had obviously just been made and sent out, and it really did need steeping. So it's going to go in here for a couple of hours, and I will be reviewing that juice for you in the next few days. So you'll see if it still tasted like perfume. And also, I had a bottle of The Milkman by the Vaping Rabbit guys. I actually reviewed it for you on one of my videos, and for the whole first 7 minutes of the video I was getting no flavour. I was saying to you guys, this is a letdown, this juice. I was really hoping for more. Unfortunately, there's nothing there, and I left the juice for 5 days. Luckily I didn't upload the video. Tried it again, and it had steeped over those 5 days and really come alive. I left it for another 3 days, and it was lovely, lovely. One of the nicest juices I've tasted. And as you see on the video, I then did a second part added onto the video after it had steeped. But with one of these, I could have steeped it in no time, which is why I bought one of these. One to clean my tanks and drippers, and because I'm quite lazy, I suppose, and scrubbing them, but mainly to steep my own DIY e-juice and to steep juices that I've bought from the shop. So let's switch the view, fill these up, turn them on, leave them running for 10 minutes, and see how they've performed cleaning wise. Right, so as you can see, it's I've turned on both of the tanks. What I'll do, I've got some tanks to clean and some jewellery, so I'll split them between the two. Obviously we won't be able to put as much in the little one as we will in the big one, so in the little tank we'll put this sovereign and see if we can fit one or two tanks, one or two tanks in there. But we'll spread this out on here, and then once we get it out, we shall see if it's much cleaner. And we'll put the lid on there. Right. Now I'll take this up to 60. If I hold it down, it doesn't round robin. Oh yeah, it does. If you hold it down, it will run through. Yeah, it says in the instruction manual. I'll flash the instruction manual up at the end. If you want to read through that, you can pause on each page. Let's go back to 31. Oh, I got to set the heating on. Right, 60. And we shall run it for 10 minutes. Oh! And the battery operated one is running too. Not a nice noise, so we'll leave that for 10 minutes. Right, and we'll turn this one off. There. As you can see, it doesn't make a very nice noise while it's working. It only got up to 51 degrees centigrade as well, but I'm sure that was quite warm enough. Oh, yep, that was quite warm enough. Ouch. So, let me take these out of here. And there. Oh, yeah, that's definitely a lot cleaner. Definitely a lot cleaner is the wife's bracelet. Definitely. Yeah, it's got rid of all the dirt from inside the links. Definitely a lot cleaner. Let's have a look at this half sovereign chain. Yeah, definitely that was really dirty inside there. You can see that's a lot cleaner than it actually was. Yeah, a lot cleaner than it actually was. And the tanks, yeah. Oh, that looks brand new. There's that tugboat. Look at that. Looks almost brand new in there. Oh. As does the Aspire tank. The St. Christopher ring. A lot cleaner than it was. A lot cleaner. should have maybe shown you a bit closer up how dirty these were before, but they are a lot cleaner than they were. Yeah. I wonder if that coil would now still work. I'll actually dry it out and I'll re-wick it and I'll see if that coil does still work, as I will with the Atlantis coil. So yeah, I was definitely impressed with the cleaning capabilities of that tank. Let's have a look in here. This one isn't warm, obviously, so this one doesn't heat it up. That is quite a bit cleaner as the Sovereign. It is quite a bit cleaner than it was. Tank. Yeah. So for £3.50, you know, it certainly cleans them. You know, Nautilus Mini is lovely and clean. Again, the tugboat version 2 and the smaller ultrasonic bath, nice and clean. I don't know whether it will have done any good to these coils, but I'll try them once they're dry. Yeah. So I'm very impressed with the cleaning capabilities. Right, okay, I'll just spin the camera around and we'll have a few final thoughts. So, as you've seen there, guys, it certainly gets your tanks or your jewellery and things like that nice and sparkling clean. I don't think I've ever seen this tugboat or either of these two tugboats as clean. Yeah, it really does get into all the crevices, and I'm impressed with the cleaning properties of both tanks. Actually, for £3.50, that cleaned that tank, and that Sovereign certainly is cleaner than it went in there. So yeah, certainly. It's a pity I don't have any DIY. We've seen that this bath and this bath will both clean your tanks very well. This one will clean them a lot better, obviously, but the price difference, that one runs on batteries. But for £3.50, I was pretty impressed with this. It cleaned it, you know. It wasn't that dirty, I admit. It wasn't caked in grime, but it cleaned it. This did a very good job, but I haven't just bought this to clean my tanks for me. I have a wife to do that. You see, this here has a second hidden function that you won't find on any of the instructions or on the box or anything like that. It can also speed steep e-juice, and we'll be trying that right now, because I have here in front of me the necessary ingredients to make some homemade e-juice. I have propylene glycol, USP food grade, 99% pure, half a litre of that. I have VG, a lot thicker is that stuff. Vegetable glycerine, glycerol, kosher, food grade USP, and we have Nic 72. That's basically 72% nicotine. That is in PG. You can get it in BG or PG, that is in PG. And we have assorted concentrated flavourings. I'm going to make a 20ml sample of one flavour that I've cooked up in here and steep it in here. There we go. So we have a 20ml sample. 20ml, there it goes. Very, very clear. Now I'll have a quick taste on both of these. See, obviously I want to see if there's a difference before and after the steep. So, we've got a tugboat here. This is actually the tugboat that we cleaned in the machine. It's been dried and rewicked, and it's working perfectly. So, how am I going to get it out of there and onto there? I'll have to use a needle. Or will I be able to get that in there? Let's have a look. I'll be able to get enough for a taste. No, it's wet the coils at least. So let's have a try. It's reading at 0.32 ohms, a dual coil build. I shall try it at 40 watts. Yeah, 40 watts. This is a juice just made 2 minutes ago. Plenty of vapour. Not a great amount of flavour. There's some flavour there though. It's different. Yeah, definitely say it needs some steepage, but I won't dry that coil out. I'll leave it there so I can compare the two. And it needs steep. Let's try it after we've steeped it, and well, we'll see if there's any change. We'll pop it in the bath, and we shall come back. So, as you can see, it's got a lot darker in the 90 minutes it's been in there. It's been in there for 90 minutes. And so we'll give it a try and see if 90 minutes have improved the flavour, so to speak. So, I shall remind myself of how the original tasted. So 0.32 ohms, 35 watts on a tugboat version 2. No, there's plenty of vapor there, but there's not flavour there. No. Let's see if this sample that I made just this afternoon and put in the ultrasonic bath for 90 minutes tastes any different. This is 0.28 ohms, so it's as close as I could get it. As you will have already seen, it's somewhat darker. It smells better. Doesn't smell as chemically. And by the way, the Telios, the milk that I run in the ultrasonic steeper now twice for 90 minutes now tastes perfectamente, and I will be reviewing that shortly. Probably tomorrow there'll be a review of that up, and I will be mentioning on there that it should have been pre-steeped, and it's taken quite a bit. It's taken about 4 days and 3 sessions in the ultrasonic steeper before it's optimum. Whereas the Elements e-juice that I'm reviewing later this week actually state on their website all our juices are pre-steeped and sent out to you ready to vape. And I mentioned in that video that is how it should be. So let's see if this is any better. 35 watts, tugboat 2, 0.29 ohms, very close. Oh yes, oh yes. So a lot more flavour in there. Yeah, a lot more flavour. You could tell 100% that has been steeped. That tastes like it's been sat steeping for a week. The flavours are bolder, more rounded, don't taste as chemically, and they've mingled together better. It's harder to pick out the separate flavours, whereas on the other one you can taste the separate components, so they haven't melded as a juice, whereas this is more of one flavour, more what I was looking for. Yeah. I'd say it still needs some more steeping. I'd say probably another round in the ultrasonic cleaner or another week, but it's 10 times better than the one I made yesterday and just left. 10 times better. The flavours are mingling together into one flavour rather than just separate. I reckon another week for the flavours to come out more, get a bit more bolder, and that'll be a nice juice. A nice juice. Maybe a bit more cream. Needs a bit of work, does that recipe? But steeping wise, that bath has worked wonders. So, as you can see, for all you DIY enthusiasts out there, it's well worth an investment. What I am going to try and do for all you DIY enthusiasts out there is try and bring a video at least every 2 weeks, hopefully every week, with some recipes to share with the rest of the vapors. So if any of you vapors out there have any recipes you want to email me or put in the comments, I'll replicate them, I'll vape them tell the viewers what it tastes like. I think I'll give that another 90 minutes. That gets nicer the more I vape it. It's a grower, is that one? Definitely. I think I'll definitely give that another 90 minutes in the old ultrasonic, and yeah, and pop it in a tank. I'm sure I'll vape my way through that in no time, and that's cost me pennies to make, whereas a bottle of that the milk or cereal milk or Looper costs what, £16, something like that. That probably cost me, I'd be surprised if it's cost me £1.60. And believe me, it's not a million miles away. A few tweaks here and there, and we could have it bang on or better. Anyway guys, this video is going on and on and on. I'm going to have to cut it here. So as you've seen, the ultrasonic steeper, it cleans your tanks beautifully. You put them in there for 10 minutes, it gets in all the nooks and crannies. After 10 minutes they come out sparkling, brand new, you know. Or even your coils, it will clean the gunk and dirt off your coils and have your canthal coming out looking new. And for DIYers who want to taste their juice the same day or the day after they've made it, it's indispensable. So 2-in-1, a ultrasonic steeper, a speed steeper, and a tank and implement cleaner. You know, I'd recommend purchasing one if you're a DIY enthusiast, so you have a lot of drippers and tanks to clean. I'll definitely be getting a lot of use out of mine. Okay guys, that's been my tutorial review look at ultrasonic cleaning and steeping all in one. I hope you enjoyed it. If you have enjoyed it or you've got any use from it, then please give me a little thumbs up and subscribe. I would appreciate it. And yeah, don't forget the most important thing, keep on vaping. Thanks for watching guys.